It's the 15th anniversary of the FMS Viper, and this time it sports a tiger meat-like livery. Realistic retracts, eh? I hope this doesn't mean they leak fluid. My version is the PNP, so I just need to add a receiver to be flight ready. The wing is quite prominent when you open the box. It has a fairly smooth finish of flat paint and decals. All the servo leads are labeled and extensions have locking connectors. Landing gear has metal struts with working shock absorbers. Control links have ball link connectors. Interesting that the ailerons have aerodynamic balance tabs. Same with the elevators. They look neat, even if of dubious utility. I like that the servos are both digital and metal geared for durability. Fuselage also has some distinctive decals with some yellow trim. There's a cooling intake, with the exit right in front of the fan. Clever design, as it should pull lots of cooling air into the battery area. A 12-blade fan motivates the whole kit. Speaking of cooling air, the 80 amp ESC is also out in the breeze for some good old heat transfer. Battery connector is heavy-duty EC5. Two-seater cockpit is a bit basic, but has a pellet bus and instrument panel. That is one casual-looking jet pilot. Chuck Yeager, is that you? Last but not least is a small bag of assembly parts. In all, there are only 5 major parts to assemble. Multilingual manual is clear and easy to follow, though it has extra steps that are not needed to assemble the model. A fold-out addendum details how to set up and program, or reprogram, the speed controller if you are inclined to do so. In fact, there are quite a few parameters you can tweak. So we start assembly with the wings. We'll need to untie the servo leads first, which need to be fed through the fuselage opening into the battery area. The wires are a little fiddly, but once you feed through, the wing sits down quite nicely. Not 4, but 6 screws are used to keep the wing firmly attached to the fuselage. Next is a horizontal stab, which is connected to the servo extensions, before being screwed into place. Now repeat for the vertical fin. Control links can now be installed, but be prepared to adjust the links in a bit. Elevator servos should be moved to the center position, which is a good excuse to hook up the receiver. Throttle leads has an extra connector, which will be used to trigger the reverse mode of the speed controller. If you want to use reversing, you'll need to plug in the yellow lead to a spare channel. With the receiver all wired up, it was time to drop the gear. Just like the mains, the nose gear also has a working oleo strut. As mentioned before, some of the links will have to be adjusted to center the control surfaces. Everything operated smoothly. Control deflections were a bit too much at first, so I moved the control rod to an inner hole on the servo arm. I set the rudder throw to be more than recommended because reasons. Testing the throttle, I found the reverse mode was activated. So I just reversed that auxiliary channel and we were good to go. Just to be sure, I double-checked the center of gravity. So as you can see, the model assembles very quickly and smoothly. Now, interestingly enough, this is the first jet I've had with a reversing motor controller. So it should be fun to experiment with it. You know, I wonder what happens if you activate it in flight. Anyways, join me next time when I take her out for a spin. Hi, thanks for watching. Please take a look at the video description below for special HobbyView sales and discounts. Your purchases help support this channel. Happy modeling!